we've been clearing out the new export challenges. And we are mostly done with them. Only one of them is left. And that's War is Hell. Their forces are strong and grow even stronger. Fortunately, your troops aren't too shabby either. So, we gain 15 shards after each battle. We have Hammer, Chestplate, Scorched Steel and Worn Grindstone. And we have Brawl. Friendly enemy units get +5 and attack and +10 health, and your pyre gets +10 attack. Hey Chris, hi Duke, welcome. Hi, hey Abba, thanks for switching to a tier 1 sub from a prime sub. I didn't know that was a thing. Well, let's... I don't like having to remember. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, let's try War is Hell in the usual style with random. Let's hope we get Primordium as our champion, because that would be really good. Oh wow, we got Primordium as our champion. Huh. And our allied clan is Exiled Remnant. That is quite something. We have Prismal Dust, Excavation Eruption and Entombed Explosive as our starter cards. We will be fighting Explosive Sigil Daedalus, so Extinguish, Incant Harvest Arcus, and Sep Seraph. So with Brawl and these relics, what are the stats on our Primordium? 13, 18 before any upgrades? Yeah, that could be strong. That could be very strong. We will also have some armor, so superfood would be a thing. We do have the ability to reform, so aggressive edible would be a good choice. If we manage to make sure Primordium actually dies instead of getting eaten up, which won't always be possible. Let's take a look at this first, because I think this influences what we do from here on out. I do like aggressive edible. I also like stalwart snack. What are some good ways to get Primordium killed? So we will be able to reform them. There are a few, but with 18 health, things might not be that easy. Maybe we go with Stalwart Snack, because with these base stats, that scales quite well. No. We go with aggressive edible. We want that stat boost. When played, your champion gains plus 50% max health. You know, that is pretty good with Primordium. Another 9 health. It's another 27 health over the entire time. Guild marker, merchant costs are reduced by 25%. This early is very hard to turn down. But man, Mark of an Exile is very solid here. Do I turn down the guild marker? No. Forever Flame, Lightstone Casing and Hell's Banners. I feel like Hell's Banners is the way to go, Just get rid of any energy problems before the game even really starts. Aggressive Amulet. Non-boss enemy units get +4 attack for a unit draft. That seems very reasonable, very nice. Let's go with that. Blinks are really bad. I think we do want to be on the top floor. These blinks are so useless right now. There is a unit. I wish I could play Excavation Eruption this turn. And I can't trigger the health banners yet. Primordium has 3 damage shields. These guys will get rid of those. That's also 36 plus 9, 54 damage. Train Steward will have 18 plus 23, that is 41 health. Uh-oh. We will also not be able to kill the Disciple Foot Soldier. This is scary. And this hand really doesn't do much. Man, this first fight is really scary with the Brawl modifier already. I wish we could play the Excavation Eruption on this floor. That will make everything so much easier. How are we able to kill these enemies? Like, if we let this enemy pass, we're almost dead. And then these enemies will kill us. We need to play Excavation Eruption. It's as simple as that. If we can't play it, we lose. Might as well set up on the middle floor then, I guess. This costs us 1 damage shield, then these guys will take out the other 2, and yeah, probably Train Steward in the back. Although we do need the attack, 35. No, we will use up all our damage killing the frontliner anyways. I wish these blinks would do something. They are definitely cards that need to get removed ASAP. Or we upgrade our damage. That could be something as well. We do get enough stats to beat the boss, I'm pretty sure of that. But if we let these guys pass, we still take 28. We have the Entombed Explosives. We should be fine. We only drew 1 though. That's a shame. No, we can do this, right? No, we can't. Not easily. Sure, we can let the Entombed Explosive kill a Disciple Foot Soldier if we give it 1 damage shield. But then it also doesn't blow up at the end of the turn, because it doesn't have burnout or anything, so the backliner would survive in that case. Same as here. Our Train Stewards actually deal enough damage to kill these guys. I forgot about that. We do have the Grindstone after all. Well, and this one is damage too, so... And then I guess we give you 4 damage shield, so you guaranteed kill the boss. That was a seriously scary fight right there. I'm glad we managed to get through it. Perils, Immortal Trade, Mine Collapse. Where are we going after this? Merchant of Steel Remnant Banner. Or Merchant of Magic Forgotten Boons. We do not get the unit draft here, right? We won't have an Umbra banner before Daedalus. We do have that Primordium. We need a good scaling unit to make use of it. What units could we use for that? That are Melting Remnant. That's the question, isn't it? Legion of Wax, I suppose. But then how do we get them on the same floor? Perils of production, maybe? Could be helpful here. Does it draft? It's 40 damage, almost guaranteed. Well, 20 health seems like quite a lot on a draft, but with these mutators, it's actually not that much. But still, I want something to reform, and the draft seems like a great target for it. Purifying Cleanse is too much burnout to apply to Primordium right now. Oh, we do get a unit draft. What do we do with this? Lady of the House would be a good infusion into draft. Or maybe even the other way around. Draft's essence is multi-strike 1 and burnout 1. That would just make for a good Lady of the House. Feed that. A Lady of the House empowered by draft. Probably find multi-strike for her. That is an option. Not necessarily the one I am going for here, but it certainly is an option. Endless. Huh. Firestone housing units get an extra upgrade slot. Also, Vapor Funnel is quite powerful here. Infused Mallet is sadly way too weak. 5 damage doesn't kill enough. Firestone housing is just good. But so is Vapor Funnel. I feel like Vapor Funnel is the better pick here. That allows us to get a better start. Plus 20 health and summon apply burnout 3 to friendly units. That is interesting, but not really what I want. If I want the draft to go somewhere, it could be into the Lady of the Reformed instead of the Lady of the House. Giving us slightly lower stats, sure. Well, I say slightly, but that's actually 25 attack difference. Yeah, that's too big of a difference. Maybe it's not, because we have Primordium. And if we don't have Reform at the right time, I'll pick up a Lady of the Reformed. Not entirely sure what to do with it just yet. We do have guild markers, so rerolling for multi-strike is an option here. And we found it. I feel like we do make use of that on the Lady of the Reformed. Try to make her our frontliner and power unit that we feed with Primordium. Next floor we do have a Divine Temple. Yeah, she's just easier to use. Move on. Armor Emblem doesn't make a huge difference because most of the enemies will already have more HP. Well, with Excavation Eruption the difference is slightly higher, I guess. Do we need one more space on our floor? Or more time to get going? This guy has 9 damage sweep. She's gonna be a bit of a problem. Not too much though. 20 plus 40. Yeah, I think we need the time. We need to be on the top floor. We do have the Excavation Eruption in hand, so it's not like we will miss out on being able to play it. Lady goes in front. We do want the enemies to hit her. That bomb doesn't even detonate this turn. Is that fine? That is fine. We will have a 60 attack multi-striker by the time. Well, 60 attack multi-striker is not gonna kill both of these. Maybe we add a draft? This is 50 health. Draft plus Entombed Explosives is 50 damage, so we get a hit in on the Forged Disciple. For 45 damage. Then, because we have nothing else to do, we might as well play a Blink. I don't think we want to use Perils this turn. This is looking alright. We should be able to get through. Oh yeah, we still have the Penumbra hit, so we would have been fine against the Reconciler either way. Set a Train Steward to the bottom floor. Top floor is looking just fine. We get 2 more burnout on you, which will be enough to last until the boss comes up here. That boss has 22 attack, but some of it is due to rage. We definitely want to put a Train Steward here. I think we do want to put the Lady of the House in front, probably in this position actually. And then we just win on the bottom floor and don't even need our super powerful top floor. I like it. Nothing wrong with that. You're pretty bad. You can't slay stuff. Pack morsels? Do we make use of these? I think so. At the very least, we can use them to trigger Vapor Funnel. I will take a Whiplash. Yeah. It's good. Very useful on my Lady... not Lady of the House, Lady of the Reformed. So, if draft goes in Lady of the Reformed, what happens with Lady of the House? She can be behind Lady of the Reformed. Potentially gaining Harvest triggers. We definitely don't want her to, like, use Alloyed Construct stuff. What is better, a Wickless Baron in a Lady of the Reformed or a Lady of the Reformed in a Wickless Baron? I think no matter what we do, if we pick another unit to fuse, it's gonna be a Wickless Baron. And I'm not holding back with fusing options because the Divine, because we are gaining shards at such a massive rate, that eventually the shards will stop mattering that we take on. It will make the early game harder if we take shards aggressively, but around ring 6 or 7, the amount of shards that we have will stop mattering. We just need the power to deal with basically waves of all shard infused enemies. That is just what the hero's burden requires, basically. Or you just don't take any shards at all, and then you gain 8 times 15, 120 shards, which is not that much. But then you have no shard benefits and need to fight Divinity with that, and I can't see that working out very well. There are certain builds that could do it, sure. But I feel like this is not gonna be one of them. Units we eventually don't end up units we don't end up using, we can always just cut. That's an option. 110 gold is a bit low for a Merchant of Steel right now, even though the upgrade potential that another multi-strike offers to us is great. It's not a risk I want to take. I'll take the guaranteed relic. Oh, money. We're not eating that much, and 3 damage to the back enemy unit just doesn't matter enough. Let's take the health here. Assuming we get the 5 times dupe event, would we dupe the Draft infused Lady of the Reformed? We would certainly dupe her once. There is another option here. And it has to do with... Value Stone. Now we have a Lady of the Reformed with multi-strike 2. And Burnout 4 by default. Which just makes her so much better. This is a great spell. And let's look at the caverns now. Cave of 1,000 Eye. Yes, yes, I will gladly take a Capricious Reflection. Even more money we save on upgrading stuff. I feel good about this run. But we have to fight Daedalus with 100 pack shards. So that's gonna be fun. How much health do these bombs have? Oh yeah, 21 health. 21 health on the bombs? Well, we're not killing these anytime soon. I can tell you that much for free. Daedalus has spikes 3, 730 health. That is manageable. That is certainly manageable. Do we want to take the damage to the constructed explosive, or do we just set up middle floor? We will always be strong enough to deal with this wave. Although that's incoming 1636 damage. So we need to be a little bit careful. I think we want to send the Lady of the House in on the bottom floor. And I do feel like the middle floor is going to be our main powerhouse floor. No, we can't do that. There will be haste enemies, right? Forgot about those. They do appear in this Daedalus fight, so they might pose a problem. I might have to restart once these show up. But I'm almost certain they are gonna show up, so... Oops. Also, we can't use morsels on this floor. I guess that means we set up another floor on the top. These are some beefy morsels. Well, at least keeping up the burnout is not going to be a problem at all. Keeping up the health? Maybe, but we can reform the lady pretty easily. I should have reformed the other lady and put her here. But I will take a burnout. Well, Ember Drain, I mean. Burnout, I don't have a choice. I think we just have enough stats on Reformed to be fine. And we just reform these guys to give us money, basically. One slight problem that might be occurring here. Top floor will not have space for a reformed Lady of the Reformed. So I guess we just have to make sure that she survives. That means using Prismal Dust on her. 19 attack on Daedalus. That is pretty scary. But we will have 3 damage shields left. Although this guy should die. We should make sure that he doesn't interfere with our plans. Daedalus also has spikes, so 3 damage shield. Daedalus hits off 1, we hit off the other one. The other 2, because we have multi-strike. The top floor looks decently strong, but the burnout will be low. And maybe I mismanaged things. The Forged Disciple has sweep, so that is not gonna help. Alright, we lose damage shields to the... no! The Transduer caught those. Let's see what we get as our backliner. Not you. You can be here. You do pretty well. This is just enough damage to get a kill. Nice. Yeah, we can't use this to make money. That's fine. We got a decent amount of money out of this. Well, we got some money out of it. Devourer of Death with Incant gain armor. No. Blazing Bolts with Permafrost is actually pretty tempting. To the front enemy units. It becomes random units later, and that makes it good. Forever Consumed can use our Health Banner Ember, which makes it a pretty big nuke. Yeah, the upgrades you get from Capricious Reflection can select the clan specific upgrades. So you could find Rage or Incant or Thorns on these units. Blazing Bolts and Forever Consumed both look tempting. I'll go with the Blazing Bolts because they have the Permafrost upgrade. Oh, here are some options. The Quick Shadow Siege is cool, but we would have trouble getting that one out. The Quick Paraffin Enforcer, on the other hand, that could be who our Lady of the House goes on. Or, the other way around, we could put that on the Lady. But I think either way, we want to have that Paraffin Enforcer in our lineup, one way or another. And I think we want capacity, so that we can use Primordium and our 2 ladies, or the Enforcer respectively, on the same floor. Dupe and Removal on the same side. What is our dupe target? I don't know. We don't really have a great dupe target. Wickless Baron now kinda becomes obsolete. because we have Paraffin Enforcer. I really want the removals. These matter so much to me right now. Spell upgrades? Yeah, kind of useful. But the best spell upgrade is to remove the spell from your deck. Right now. Because we have so many bad spells with these plinks. We are probably gonna visit this side as well. Get some unit upgrades, free relic, free removals. I'm just not sure what to dupe. I think even if we don't have a great dupe target, the right side is gonna be stronger. And Excavation Eruption can always be our dupe target. Let's take a look at this, but we're almost certainly gonna turn that down. That Crucible Warden comes with multi-strike, man. That is almost tempting. But we would have a hard time fitting that into our build right now. Do we keep going with aggressive edible, or is it now time for stalwart snack? This is 90 attack, this is 100. But this opens up the floor for using something like pack morsels or entombed explosives in the back faster. And if we find a way to kill it, we can reform the Primordium. Actually, there might be a really, really, really good way to get that to work. I should have looked at the Divine Temple first. But there it is. Intrinsic on the Wicklash. That will do. Let's also engage in some pacting. And now it's time to decide if we want the Lady of the House Paraffin Enforcer combination to be quick. If we put the Lady of the House in the Paraffin Enforcer, that gives us a 40-70. So slightly more health, slightly less attack. With Burnout 3. If we do it the other way around, we get a 45-60 with Burnout 5. Both will have the strike trigger. I think I just want to keep the quick. I think that's just good on this unit. So let's sack the Lady into the Paraffin Enforcer. Then I think we start removing some plinks. Honestly, these train stewards are a lot more useful than the plinks. Hellvent. Now this is the difficult question. What do we dupe? Kinda don't really want to dupe anything, but the Excavation Eruption is just good. I just don't want the extra 10 shards, but at this point it barely matters anymore. Maybe no, the spell chain isn't really useful. Well, it could be useful on pack morsels, I guess. Spikes 4, I don't think that makes a big difference. What happens if we set up the bottom floor? We have 60, then Primordium gets a kill, and finally, no, you have quick. You deal 40 first, then you gain some rage, you use 2 hits on this guy, and Primordium deals another 40 to the backline. On Primordium will also gain the rage. We almost kill these guys on the bottom floor. And they will only grow stronger when they move up. They gain +3 attack every time they move up, so they will deal 19 on the top floor. We will have higher stats by that point, but... Primordium will burn out. No, he won't. That is the reason to set up on the top floor. That alone. If we don't get hit the first 2 turns, Primordium will burn out. And that's actually something we want. Because that allows us to reform Primordium. Second time around, yes, the burnout will stay on because of Lady of the Reformed. Sure, not much we can do about that. It's fine. We also don't have guaranteed reform on Primordium, so these Train Stewards might get in the way, as does the Wickless Baron. But that's also fine. We don't need to guarantee that right now. Really happy that the Collector decided to spawn on the top floor. We don't want to use Prismal Dust on the lady, I don't think. I think we just keep you alive. And waste the other Prismal Dust. That means we don't have any chance to reform something that is not Primordium. And instead we get Primordium guaranteed. That is gonna be another 3 food for the lady. And the lady is just strong enough to take out like everything now. Yeah, even these. Even these. So now we just sacrifice as many units as possible for money. Although the lady is taking some significant damage. So we might eventually have to reform her. So maybe we don't sacrifice as many units as possible and try to keep it manageable. I think we keep the pack morsels for later. Yeah, almost all the enemies are now shard enhanced. I was hoping to like high roll and kill one of these guys. It was very unlikely. Definitely keep playing these primitive molds, trying to keep some units alive at the moment, so we don't have to gamble too much on the reform in case we need it. We will lose the lady after this wave. But that's a good time to lose her. Where has our Ember gone? Oh, did I... Were there any enemies that Emerald drained us or anything like that? Didn't pay attention. Now it's time to find a lady again, because we will need her. What? You have Ember Drain? That is just evil. That is really evil. We don't want you to get slays. So we keep the Train Steward in the deck and put the Entombed Explosive on the top. Well, that would end this run. I didn't expect that guy to come in with Ember Drain. I feel like that means we have to play this very tight. And by that I mean we don't play our units. Our other units. There's a mod that allows you to quickly restart. It adds a restart button, restart battle button, that is currently hidden by my camera. But I can show it to you real quick. It's here in the bottom left. Let me think. If we Prismal Dust the lady, that will prevent... Yeah, we will still get enough burnout due to the spikes on these enemies. Maybe we keep that. But maybe that's actually bad because we want the lady to die? Do we though? What? Scroll while playing cards. Off. Why? What just happened? I shouldn't be able to scroll while playing cards, and I was definitely on the second floor when I played that. Well, not like it matters too much, but it's still annoying. There is not much going on here. I'm a bit worried. Because our lady will be very low health. But we can jump block. We won't need to reform her this time around. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake, but... we do have the other Prismal Dust in the deck still, so... But now we enter the time of Ember Drain. You start with 3 Ember Drain, huh? You suck. This is so evil. You also slay. Yeah, now our lady has 3 health left. That is like the worst thing that could happen. Although we can get a damage shield on her. And if she just survives for 1 turn, which she will with the damage shield, that's all we need. It's literally everything we need. So we play Blazing Bolts to upgrade it. There we go. And we play you for money. Wait, you don't even die. This is to a friendly unit. Well, should have played the unupgraded one. Wouldn't have died either. Oh well. Whew. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. We don't have those. Permafrosted Ember Cache, quick Ember Forge. Oh, that's hilarious. Permafrosted Gem Trove. Skip? I feel like skip. Cost reduced subsuming blade. It still needs some damage. Crushing demise could be good. Holdover engulfed in smoke, that will solve our defense problems, but it will also make it harder to keep up burnout. Permafrost engulfed in smoke I would instantly take here. Just for the 2 rounds against the boss. That would be nice. Holdover 1, less exciting. Crushing Demise. Maybe we just take that. Or maybe we skip. I like skipping. It's time to find some more unit upgrades and get some more cards out of the deck. We middle floor now. We can also add a large stone now with the added capacity from the mine checks. Next multi-strike goes on Paraffin Enforcer. So do we large stone the lady? Give her more health? I think we do. That is not what we're looking for. Do we want health on anyone? No. Yeah, sometimes I am a little bit crazy. Bye, Baron. We no longer need you. What is our next cut? Blink, I guess. Should have looked in here first. Value Blazing Bolt? No, value Prismal Dust. And I think we want a True Stone as well. The piercing on the Excavation Eruption is a big deal. We are at 200 shards right now. I'll get 1 Train Sword out of the deck now. We will probably upgrade these Blinks eventually. Still looking for a multi-strike and more removal, so I'm gonna go to the left next. The Divinity is going to be super duper buffed, yeah, but the Divinity doesn't matter as much. The Divinity doesn't actually scale with shards. That not quite, doesn't quite scale as much as the normal fights. The waves don't scale at all, is the thing. The only things that scale in the waves are the mini-bosses. I mean, you can take some buffs too. Whoa. The mini bosses are scaling quite strongly, so there is certainly some difference. Right, we said we set up on the middle floor. I already forgot about that. That's why we bought that large stone in the first place. But that makes... No, I'm stupid. That makes the Whiplash plan bad. Right? Because now Primordium won't burn out. Ah. Not everything working out as I planned. This is not the piercing one. But I feel like we do need to remove the Quill Marksman. You guys all just go on the top floor to get out of the way. This Quill Marksman is actually much scarier. Let's try to snipe him. What did I pass up for mind checks? Plus 15 attack for the Pyre, I think. Well, we can't reform Primordium. If we want to beat this wave, we need the Lady of the Reform to have enough damage shield to survive the attacks. How much damage shield do we need? We do have these entombed explosives up there. So you deal 88. You hit twice. If we let you hit her once, she will take 4 to the spikes. That will put her at 11. That's not actually useful. If we only have 2 damage shield on her, it's also not actually useful, right? Then the overcharged tank gets the kill and we don't clear this wave. We don't even clear the clip defender. If we go for 4 damage shield, then yeah, she survives, takes out the enemies. But then what do we do against the next wave? I guess that's a problem for when we actually face the next wave. I'm gonna burn that one too. Here is said next wave. Think we try to Blazing Bolt the weak units here and use Pack Morsels to regain our Ember. Okay, that was good. Overcharged tank, still a problem. What can we do here? Can we tank some of the damage the overcharged tank does? We deal 100 to them, but they will gain 4 harvest. No, they don't slay. They don't sweep. They don't even have enough damage to get these kills. So they will only take 50. They will have 190, 210, 160. No, we die if we let that happen. So you attack twice for 7, and then you attack... This blocks a lot of damage. 26 damage blocked with this one morsel. Wait. You don't attack. You attack twice. All these trash units, they're getting in my way. Alright, you're the stealth one. This is becoming more and more spicy. And not in a good way. Yeah. These units on the top floor are a problem. Ten stealth. Yeah, that's not happening. We have to keep the units in the deck. I really regret that large stone now. I forgot that the Whiplash plan isn't gonna work on the not top floor. Unless we do some very creative things. Like have the Lady of the Reformed in the second position instead. Maybe that's the plan. We let the Paraffin Enforcer die and reform them. That seems really weird. But I want to see where this leads. This wave slightly sucks. Just because of the clipped shaman. If we just put the 2 train stewards up there, will that be okay? Should be okay. They can kill the clipped shaman. Don't want to take the 5 extinguish if I don't have to. I could also just excavation eruption here, but I might need it against this wave instead. No! Ah! Just putting your champ on the bottom floor of the first round and getting it killed not work. That does work, but that doesn't really benefit what I want. It doesn't get eaten then. Like, it doesn't even get partially eaten. We just waste the first charge, right? And it slows down our scaling even. Because we don't get stats in the first round. And not getting stats in the first round. It's not a great idea if the enemies are this large. And now we start reforming the things we need. We bring back Primordium, we bring back Paraffin Enforcer with respectable stats. What are the next 5 cards we draw? 1 Primitive Mold. So we could put a Paraffin Enforcer in the front. The Primordium... no, I want the Lady of the Reformed to get some food. 139 damage. Let me think about this. 125, you don't kill. So you have to hit that. Well, then the enemies hit. You have to hit that guy as well, so you do hit the spikes. It still triggers the burnout extension. And we want the damage shields here so that the overcharged tank doesn't just destroy the train steward, and actually the train steward can get the kill. Wild idea, we blink. Didn't think that was gonna be useful. You die to this? Well, probably not after the blazing bolts. Never mind. Never mind. Wow. That is rough. And then we don't have... Well, we do have a way to deal with them on the top floor, but it's not nice. It actually sucks. It actually sucks quite a bit. Alright, you're large. I forgot about that. Why did we make you large again? Can you win on the bottom floor? No. No, you can't, because you eat all these morsels instead of them blocking for you. Ah. I feel like this deck is powerful enough to deal with that fight, but I also feel like... I feel like I have to optimize this very well. I do like our general starting position, but we really can't afford... Well, we really don't have much leeway. This turn here is pretty bad. So what we actually put on the top floor is a Train Steward and a Entombed Explosive. That is only 25 damage, that won't get rid of the Clipped Shaman. But maybe we just leave the Clipped Shaman to die. To reach the Pyre. Then we could just as well be playing 2 of these. Keep the Train Stewards around instead. The same situation is now not an issue at all. Now we could just apply 5 damage shield. And I think that's what we want to do. That makes Primordium burn out again, so we can reform him again. Reform Primordium. We still have the slight problem of the Lady of the Reformed dying here. But we are better prepared on our top floor this time. Oh, you have 10 armor this time? Because of Primordium dying? Yeah. That makes sense. We don't have Reform. But we do have Blazing Bolts. That is gonna be painful. Because you survive the Vapor Funnel. Okay. But we survive. With 4 Pyre health. And... ooh, we did hit the Lady of the Reformed. Will that be enough? It will actually be enough. We need to grow stronger. The first Hell Pact, yes. Crucible extension. Void binding. Ember Cache. I'll go with the Crucible extension. Multi-striking Remnant Host. Resin removal. Mortal entrapment. These are some options. We are up against Seraph. We need... I kinda think we need a Mortal Entrapment. This is gonna be a very weird situation we're in. Multi-strike would solve a lot. That solves a lot. Train Graveyard. Well, I can't pay more than 3 Pyre Health. But we still have 3 Pyre Health to spare. For a Heartstone on the lady. The only Pyre Health that matters is the last one. Let's keep at it in removing these units. Well, we're back up against Arcus. Arcus? Yeah. I wanna get rid of all the train stewards right now. And maybe even the entombed explosives. There is one more divine temple at the very end. No, I want to keep the final entombed explosive around. Even put a wick stone on it. Maybe endless too. That is not available here. Don't think we're gonna get it then, because I feel like even though more removals are tempting, we have removed most of the bad stuff in our deck, and it's time to get some spell upgrades now. Oh, this challenge is hard, as expected. No surprise there. Can Primordium be in the front? I mean, sure. Primordium can be in the front. He's not gonna survive this wave, but that was never a criterion. Start getting rid of the spell shield, even though it most likely won't matter in the slightest. That is the Shattering Dark Shard. That's a bit of a shame. Excavation Eruption could actually kill the Quill Marksman. Let's try that. Now Primordium does survive. Things are looking good. This wave is lightly annoying. Let's keep plinking Arcus. We do have a reform in this hand. I'll go for the Excav Eruption first. Play out the weight, and we don't need to play the piercing bolts right now, but we could. Getting rid of the Quill Marksman is very nice. We will increase the cost of the pack morsels, but that's fine. Being 0 cost or 1 cost doesn't matter too much for that. Next problem. Our stuff burns out because we kill too many things too quickly. We do have 2 primitive molds in the next hand, so that's not actually a huge problem. We can just bring stuff back. That means we can't play the Entombed Explosive. You are damaged, so might as well use that on you. We don't benefit from any of these. We have no units on the board at all. Luckily, this is easy to change. Just want to throw that out on the floor where it doesn't matter. That will increase the capacity here. We don't want Prismal Dust right now. We do want to take some damage from the lady. So let's actually get Prismal Dust on the backliner then. The backliner is now strong enough that they could end a fight on their own. Primordium in the back. You do sweep. You don't even attack. Yeah, sure. Let's keep you dazed. Do we want to take the hits for burnout? Or do we want to erupt here? I will... No, that will actually kill all of them. We would take no hit at all. Your health is high enough. We mostly care about burnout right now. Especially with lifesteal being available. Yep. So we don't play anything, right? I would love a Waxen Spike right now. That would be absolutely amazing. Hallowed Halls. Kill friendly units, reform random units to this floor until it exceeds its capacity. That is a way... That is a way to solve all our problems. Endless Formless Child is also pretty good, but Hallowed Halls is pretty much what we need. Hurzel's Compound. I think we want to draw now. Go for some Pyre Health, money. And I guess aggressive edible 3. I guess so. Especially with Hallowed Halls. Permafrost on Hallowed Halls or holdover on Hallowed Halls? That's the question. Ideally we will get holdover, but we can't guarantee that, so I'm gonna go with Permafrost. It's important that we play it at the right time. This is also just too expensive right now. We can finally get these Blinks upgraded. There will... yeah, that's a holdover. Perils of Production, does that matter to us? On holdover? Don't think it does. We do a primitive mode holdover. That might be important to have at the right time. Do we get the gold? I think so. Because shards don't matter anymore. Heaven Seal. I am fine with Heaven Seal. That shouldn't matter too much. These guys are a little bit scary. We have this set up again. Let's just throw out some damage at them. I think we can also now juggle these Entombed Explosives around without much of a problem. Oh, you actually get hit. Well, we can prevent that easily. Not a problem, and we have to kinda prevent that. We can't plink Mortal Entrapment? No, we can. If we hit the backliner. And then I think it's just 4 damage shields for you. 2 Ember Drain this turn. That is not what I wanted. But I guess I brought that upon myself. Oh, these are some valuable morsels. Should I spend them right now? This one? Sure. No problem. These two? I don't think so. Burnout 2. You would actually stay alive and give us Ember Drain for the next turn? How about no? There is Hallowed Halls. Yes. Just yes. Primordium is back. Actually, that was the wrong one. I should have used Primitive Molds this turn. But we draw into the new deck really soon. So we will be able to Hallowed Halls again. Before Primordium dies, I think. Or rather, gets eaten up. I'll keep this... Should I keep this Primitive Mold around? Not sure that was correct. Wait. Why are you still alive? Uh-oh. Did I mess up? I might have messed up. I might have messed up there. Yeah, I feel like this Entombed Explosive thing was a mistake. We don't play that right now. And I think you go in the front actually. And we give you damage shield? Or we daze you? Dazing that guy is even better. Because then we don't take Ember Drain either. Do we want damage shield on you now? I feel like we don't. It's time to bring back Mr. Primordium in the back. And we keep the pack morsels around for later. Now this could easily be a Hallowed Hall, but we don't need to use it this turn because everything is fine. Primordium lives, Pyre Wings die. We don't have to do anything here. We won't need this Primitive Mold in quite some time because we have to have Hallowed Halls. Except we're now Ember Drained. Luckily we have the Perils of Production. I'm really happy that we do. Primordium in the front? I mean, that's fine. We don't really care if Primordium dies. I want you to be dazed. You're annoying. Or do we want to keep Primordium alive? It will be a while until our next Hallowed Halls. These guys will deal 10, 13 to Primordium. We will go down to 14 health. That might be ideal. Or very close to ideal at the very least. Primordium surviving with 1 HP. There will be no more waves after this though. So can we kill Primordium next turn? We can't. That's okay, I guess. Means it's time for you to get some damage shields. This boss has 106 attack, mostly because he enters with rage 25. That is still pretty impressive. How much damage shield can we have on the Lady of the Reformed? We will have Burnout 2 on you once the boss starts, then Burnout 1, so we can only have 1 damage shield on you. That is okay. We'll have 1 damage shield on you then. Throw that out. You don't heal, right? Non-boss enemies, yeah. Would be kind of ridiculous if bosses heal with the Heaven Seal. And yeah, this is easy. Lethal right there. We could throw it away potentially. No. No, we can't. We have too much damage. Cave-in, engine upgrade, void binding. Void binding with holdover? Cave-in? Cave-in could be good. Very good. I'll keep a permafrosted resin removal in my pocket. That might save us the day. Depending on what happens. Yeah. Divine Temple has a value stone. Let's take a look at these thingies. We don't want sketches. We don't really need Shade Lamp. We might want Shade Lamp though if we also pick Wing Technology. Let's see if we can find a holdover. We could find a permafrost. We want this to be 30 damage. I like the idea of this Prismal Dust having permafrost. There is the holdover. Okay, we hold over Cave-in. We pick up a Wing Technology and a Shade Lamp. Reroll won't allow us to afford another relic, so we don't. Instead, we buy another cost reduction. Seems unnecessary. No, it sometimes helps with Ember Drain. In case that is something we have to deal with. Then we could purge one final card. It's one of the primitive molds. We don't need that many anymore. Could also buy a value stone. No reason not to, right? 280 shards. Is there anything else we want intrinsic? Crucible extension, kinda. 290 shards. We will go up to 305 after the Seraph fight. Let's see how this Seraph looks. They might actually be very threatening. Damage shield 8. Multi-strike 5. That is okay. We can now set up on the top floor because the Crucible extension was made intrinsic. And then later Cave-in. We don't really want to Cave-in right now. Wait, maybe we get a morsel here. But I think this is for the later stages of the fight, right? No, we want to keep that around. That is an important piece of the puzzle, potentially. I kinda want the Enforcer to gain some buffs. Is that reasonable? Is that reasonable? Yes. We will shuffle the order around anyways. You are actually damaged. Get dazed. We don't keep the cave in this time, that's fine. We probably won't start needing it until the second cycle. Okay. This is fine, you kill the frontliner, then you get killed by the backliners. Can be fine. That doesn't have to happen. But I think we're okay with it. We could dispel the sap right now, but we don't have to. We're gathering a few too many morsels right now that we can't use, but we will be able to use them next cycle. This is a slight mess. But I think all in all it will be just fine. I kinda wish we had that. I kinda wish we had the cave-in still around. Let's dispel the Ember Drain and the sap. Oh, and the damage shield too. Is this the turn where we Hallowed Halls? Or do we just try to kill the backliners with our spells? I think we start with a blink. That should be good enough. Should be all that is necessary here. And Hallowed Halls goes out next turn. We can't have these morsels die. So we don't play anything here. Now we hope for a quick draw of Cave-in. Not this hand, sadly. You get another +10. And then we do a Hallowed Halls. And look at that! We're now strong enough to deal with the entire wave. We could dispel the Daze and the Ember Drain. I think we should. Seraph also has some armor, so we can't mortal entrap them. And I think... Do we throw the Prismal Dust now? No. There's no reason to. What happens even if we cave in right now? We would create a mega flaw that we can't really handle anymore. I guess that's a problem. I guess we use this tech in the Divinity fight instead. This fight, we just don't need it. It's time to finally start using some morsels here. And we might just have enough burnout. No. That is... While that might be the case, that's not relevant here. Primordium dies now, so we can never bring them back. That is okay. We don't have to bring them back again. That actually opens us up to use some other morsels instead. Okay, this might be a problem. A problem that can easily be solved by Prismal Dust, but... or by lucky hits with this one. We have 17 burnout, we can just get all the damage shields we want right now. I'm still keeping Prismal Dust in hand. Because it might be important this turn. Is this enough? 10 damage shield? No, it's not. Almost though. Seraph will survive with 100 HP and won't die to the pyre. Because 21 times 6 is a high number. Okay, we do use the... We do use the cave-in tech. We have to. Not right now, not this turn, there's nothing to really cave in. But soon. Soon there will be. Right, like this turn. Put a bunch of morsels on the top. Paraffin Enforcer still wants some part of the whole feed thingy. So let's help them get it. We do bring back Umbra. We could actually resin removal here on the top and kill the Lightwings with the morsel. Unnecessary. Do we care if the Paraffin Enforcer dies here? No, we don't. That's actually kind of beneficial. We could also prevent it. Keep feeding the Paraffin Enforcer for a bit. We want to feed the lady. We do want to feed the lady eventually. As soon as possible, honestly. So we pass. We keep the hallowed halls around. Four morsels is exactly the capacity of that floor. Yeah, so now we're actually getting lifesteal and stuff on the Lady of the Reformed, keeping her healthy. That will stop mattering once we hallowed halls. but it gives us some options. I think we should Hallowed Halls now before we draw into the new deck. It's a slight risk to do it now, but shouldn't be a huge problem. We got the ordering we wanted. Oh, nice kill. These are some valuable morsels to descend. I think this is going better. Our Lady of the Reformed has much higher health now. And we didn't clutter our entire deck with morsels, which is an important difference. That was our main problem with the last strategy. We also actually get to deal some damage to Seraph now, which is certainly nice. I think one more Hallowed Halls. We have 2 waves remaining. We might not draw into Hallowed Halls next turn. And then it would be useless. Should be alright. We still have the Permafrosted. The Permafrozen Prismal Dust. So I'm not too worried about things. That should have gone on the Paraffin Enforcer, I think, but it doesn't really matter. Stop Mortal and trapping the Seraph. Use the Cave-In just for some damage on Seraph this time around, and mostly to hold over the Cave-In. Hallowed Hall's a bit too late this time around. We can now put the morsels directly onto this floor. I don't think we want to Hallowed Halls. That resets the rage as well. And it's now time to clear the sap because Seraph will no longer apply it to us. Let's gain maximum energy and then maximum damage shield. We no longer need the Cave-In. And the Hallowed Halls is our ace in the sleeve in case Seraph actually manages to take out this floor. Yeah, which wasn't likely to begin with. Then we could just Hallowed Halls on the top floor, reform both of these units and give Seraph all the business. But that is not necessary here in the slightest. Nice. The morsel tech with the holdover Cave-In is good. Those matter. Now, can this deck beat the Divinity? That might go a bit differently. We'll have to see. Divinity is dealing 25 times 2 on this floor. That's a lot of damage. 31 sweep, that's even worse. That is quite rough. But I don't think that's something we can deal with. I think it's very much something we can deal with. And getting rid of the damage shield of that guy is nice. Not just nice, even important. Do we apply 6 damage shield to you? Does that even change anything? Well, you kill the frontliner. Then these... Yeah, that does matter. That means you then don't take damage and Primordium burns out. We do want to keep the whole the cave in because it will start mattering very soon. Okay, let's see. We can dispel the damage shield if we so want. Spell shield, I think that might matter. First things first, let's reform Primordium. Primordium goes here. We kinda want this guy to be dead. Yeah, we do. We do very much so. Want this guy to be dead. And we add our 4 morsels to the middle floor. And I think we try to blink the conduit redirector. We don't have debuffs we need to dispel. Well, there is an Ember Drain on this morsel, but that gets eaten anyways. Didn't get lucky there. That would have been quite lucky. It's time for Hallowed Halls to show up. Apparently not. Apparently it's not time for that yet. We can daze the Divinity now. We could also daze one of you, but the Divinity is dealing much more damage. And I think we have to use Prismal Shield to keep our lady alive. Prismal Dust, rather. Well, if she stays alive for a bit, she can heal back to full. She already has a lifesteal, right? She does. So there we go, healing back to full health. Oh god. I'm worried about this guy. What are your stats? Okay, that could be much worse. that is actually manageable. Yeah. Let's go with these morsels on the top. We could now start cycling the Entombed Explosive with the Hallowed Halls as well. Get some more damage out of that. Before anything, let's try... these guys with stealth too. These guys with stealth too. We do have the resin removal. We don't have to kill them right now. We do need a bit more damage on a backliner. That's 305 armor, right? So about 100 extra damage would suffice. That would be the Paraffin Enforcer hitting you. Or maybe the Hallowed Halls will actually make the... No, they will remove the... I feel like we actually have to play the Entombed Explosive here and then Hallowed Halls. Well, that ordering is a bit weird, but not necessarily bad. And then we hope to snipe that guy, which we didn't do. Well, we can always bring you back down with the cave-in. We will also get some additional damage from that, from these morsels, which I guess isn't a huge amount, but still matters. Primordium dying here is not actually a bad thing. You would ruin our pyre if we let you go up, so we'll don't let you go up. We'll send you down together with these morsels. There is also a bomb to reform. Do I wanna keep Primordium alive? Does the bomb... The bomb dies. Yes, the bomb definitely dies. Primordium doesn't get kept alive that way, but... Let's bring these Stealthers to the surface. Discipled Inquisitor still doesn't die, but we have time with that. Not infinite time, because High Priest to the Light is coming up. 8 spell shield, 22 attack sweep. That's actually very non-threatening. We can also just let him go up now with the Immortal Entrapment, if that's something we want to do. That might not be what we want to do. This is not Primordium. I guess we still bring you in. Absorb some damage. This could be enough to kill him, but... Well, let's play the morsels. They go here for sure. Now the question is... What do we do with the Entombed Explosive? Well, we can decide that after the morsel. 36 damage. I mean, there is 125 coming in even past the damage shield, so... That thing is gonna die. We don't get you down quite yet either, huh? Well, I mean, as long as we get enough enemies down to keep things manageable. Where is our hallowed halls? I need that. Because things start to become less manageable. Although Relentless will start soon. 33 health is enough to survive the hit from the High Priest. Nice, we hit that backliner. You will die though. That is okay. You're allowed to die. We will bring you back in just a moment. No problem. Multi-strike 3. Good thing this is dazed. This divinity. Well, that killed everyone because of the multi-strike. So I kinda really need hallowed halls. This is a little bit of a problem because now we don't have space to... Well, we can make space. Now we once again have space to descend everyone. But we now have that morsels in the dead pool. So without hallowed halls we might just die. We daze you on the top floor so we can set up on the top floor with hallowed halls. Where is our hallowed halls? Did I consume it or something? Man. This divinity fight is pretty tough after all. Not really unexpected, but still. Still some of Rhapsody's luck from last night. Hope the cough is getting better. Yeah, it will certainly get better, but I kind of do have a cough that won't ever go quite away, so it won't ever be like fully gone. The entire floor dies now. That at least means Primordium doesn't get eaten. That is a slight problem though. This morsel also dies. That's not a big problem. We can live with that. This is gonna be rough. Especially if I don't draw my key card. Ah. Like, Hallowed Halls is on the bottom of the deck, then it is on the bottom of the deck again. Why? Why must... This is not fun that way. I know we're juggling a holdover card that we might not need to juggle right now. But still. Hi, Mystery Machine, welcome. Whew. Yeah, maybe we don't juggle a cave-in. I feel like we need to get Primordium back on board ASAP. That is gonna matter. One dead morsel is fine. But now the others will die as well. Unless I prevent that. Maybe I should. I need to play Hallowed Halls, so it's in the next cycle again. With this guy in front, that sucks. Well, I don't like it, but it has to happen. We need to start reforming these morsels. I have to juggle a primitive mold now. Now we're lacking damage for the Discipled Inquisitor. Damage shield will certainly be useful. I do have to get rid of these morsels. I have to find... Burnout 2, huh? That's good. I have to find the cave-in and the hallowed halls. Pretty much both of them next turn. And no! There are other options, I think. Is this enough? Is this enough? You will be days 3. No, this is not enough. You will kill Alpire. Ah! Hi, I am Madspark. Welcome. This is such a puzzling fight. We do have to juggle. There is no way around that. Juggling has to happen. Almost made a big mistake there. Maybe still made a big mistake. Yeah, my shade lamp didn't go off yet. That should be okay. This one doesn't have piercing, so we play it on the bottom floor. We bring these morsels down next turn. Lady of the Reformed dies. This might weirdly still be okay. Oh god, this doesn't look okay. This looks very much not okay. How do we get through these? Our Lady of the Reformed would die again. We can't have that happen. Interesting. Don't like where this is going. But it might all work out in the end. Doesn't look like it though. Certainly doesn't look like it. Why did I choose the holdover one? Maybe that is fine. Nice, nice hits. Don't have to use the holdover one this turn. And in fact I should not. And we have to descend these guys again. This guy goes up to the pile, that's fine. Lady of the Reform dies with 187 HP. Oh, well, we'll draw into Hallowed Halls next turn. This floor is madness. And we can't even kill the High Priest to the Light. This floor might be too much. We need the immediate damage. Well, not like that's gonna make a huge difference or anything, but... 214 health. Maybe that's enough. It might be. It is not. It is not even close. There is Hallowed Halls again, though. What if we just win now? We might win on the bottom floor. That might just be enough power. No. On the middle floor, if anything. We do want to reform our Paraffin Enforcer, right? Good luck. That is the order I needed. No, there is one more wave remaining. We have to... Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. There is... I thought that was Relentless already. Oh no. Floor is overstacked now. These will go to the top and destroy us. I didn't realize. I thought we were in Relentless already. This is probably gonna be my last try with this deck. Well, in this fight. We can't set up on the top floor, right? Can we set up on the bottom floor? No, because this wave. But no, we will never have an option to move down. Because we can never kill two waves in at the same time. We just don't have the necessary amount of attacks for that. We even have trouble killing one wave at a time. This is what happens when you get to this fight and don't have sweep or anything like that. It's rough. We don't even have true AoE. We only have these hit random enemies a few times spells. They're not quite good enough. Not quite good enough, I tell you. Okay, I have one more idea. I need to kill that guy on the top floor. This little wildwing is actually causing a serious problem. I messed up again. I don't think that changes stuff. Not too much, at least. Now we actually survived this wave. The next one? Probably not. Well, not with our lady intact. Although we might. There is still a possibility. No, that's not just a possibility. That's pretty much a guarantee. Then we let her heal up with lifesteal. That is not fine. Unless we draw it next turn. Maybe we draw it this turn? Yeah. Okay. Just because it was a silly mistake, instead of running into a dead end, I will try again. I like where we went with this. That plan has a future. I should always use the perils, right? You are gonna burn out anyways. Gives us more damage shield. It's not like burnout is gonna be our problem here. Burnout is decidedly not our problem here. It is about as far removed from our problem as it could be. Okay. Let's do this again. Do have to cave in. We do want the entrapment. Huh. We don't even need the damage shield. And in fact, I think we shouldn't use it. It might save our butt later. We could dispel the spikes, but we still have these stealth guys later that we have to worry about. Our damage against the Inquisitor guy here is looking better and better. But sadly we have to use Hallowed Halls to keep Primordium alive. And I think we do need to keep Primordium around. Scaling matters. So the damage will get lowered. That is fine. Different order now. That is not necessarily a problem. I think we should just nuke these guys. Wasting attack on 30 health minions is not good. That is not what we need here. Is it time for Entombed Explosives to join the party? It might. What else are we gonna reform? But not on this floor. We have to use our muscles. Had some damage against that bottom floor. Just for extra damage on the Inquisitor. Because now this wave is very gentle. And we can descend you so that we can actually deal with this wave. Primordium is gonna burn out again. That means we will have him available for reforms next turn. If we dispel the damage shield, we have a chance of sniping some of these weaker units. That is worth it. And we don't have to deal with the Stealthers anymore. We've solved that problem. There is a unit available for reform, we should keep reforming them. Now we finally get to clear this wave. I think I'll throw in some damage against the frontliner here, so the Paraffin Enforcer already takes them out, so that was actually a mistake. We do have Primitive Mold in our next hand. 2 of them, so we will be able to reform Primordium, guaranteed. This is the run! This is the fight where everything is going according to plan. Primordium is back. Stronger than ever. We will not be gaining much burnout, so I do want you to stay around, at least for the next wave. That is important. We don't have a way to trigger... We don't need reform next turn, we can do this. We keep the cave-in around and daze the divinity. There is Hallowed Halls again. Time to reorder. That will include the bomb, which I'm fine with. The order didn't change much, but the order is okay this way. We also healed everyone up by doing this. This is not the piercing one. That will reduce damage taken somewhat and give us access to an extra morsel that we can then cave in. This one will be around for next turn. 6 draws, we have 2 primitive molds. I will hold this one over. The fact that there is 1 wave remaining and this wave dies makes me confident. I was hoping to snipe the backliners there. Do we hold the cave in? Yeah, I think we still hold it. Don't need to hold the primitive mold anymore. And this is the end. No matter what you try to tell me, this is actually the end. Man, that was quite a fight. But I knew the deck had the potential to win it. $335 shards. Yeah. War is hell. I guess that's a fitting name for this challenge. We didn't even get that high a score, despite having that many shards. Hallowed Halls is great. Just a really powerful card. Well, we also took quite a bit of damage in a variety of fights, so... Whew, I'm glad we're done with this challenge, because that one I knew was gonna be nasty. You don't have to have 335 shards by the end, but you will always have about 200, at least. $71 damage taken in that one fight. But that's the only fight where we took damage. Phew, the power of Melting Remnant. Reform. The modifiers are Brawl, which is always nasty, but we have the Elite to cancel it out a little bit, which is great with Primordium. But then there's Hero's Burden, gain plus 15 shards after each battle. So you have to be able to deal with 200 shards by the end. That's just like the bare minimum requirement for this, right? And if you can deal with 200 shards, then you can also deal with 335 shards. So there's no real point to holding back taking shards. Which means that you will have to fight very, very difficult fights. And especially a hard Divinity fight. Although, as I said, the Divinity doesn't scale that much by shards. It was mostly the Divinity's own attack, which we mostly cancelled out with Mortal Entrapment or damage shields sometimes. And the mid-bosses, which granted were a little bit of a problem. They had pretty scary stats. But yeah, we managed to be victorious in this challenge. I like it, I like it.